Good morning, dear children. Today we are going to continue with the chapter 4, the northern mountains and the northern plains. All of you open chapter 4, children. Today we are going to continue the lesson. In our previous class, I have asked you to do these points and tick here, right? I am expecting a feedback from you. And see, in our previous classes we have learned the northern mountains, the Himalayan mountains, the greater Himalayas, right? The middle or lesser Himalayas, the lower Himalayas. And in today's class we are going to learn importance of Himalayas. Before going to learn importance of Himalayas, see the activity, children. Find out the reasons for the following. You have to find out the reasons for these questions, right? See the first one. The Himalayan region is full of conical shaped trees like pine, spruce, and fir. Why? Why? You have to find out the reason. And second one. Mountaineers carry oxygen cylinders while climbing high mountains. Why? Why do they carry oxygen cylinders? Find out the reason for this question too. And third one is Himalayan rivers are perennial in nature. Why? Find the reason why Himalayan rivers are perennial in nature. Okay, do this activity, children. And now see importance of Himalayas. The Himalayas acted as a natural barrier. What is meant by natural barrier? Natural barrier means a physical feature that protects travel through. So it's a physical feature that protects travel through. This is a natural barrier. The Himalayas acted as a natural barrier against foreign invaders in the past. Okay, in the past, these Himalayas acted as a natural physical features to protect the travelers. It acts like this against foreign invaders. Okay, historically, it has prevented unfriendly arrivals and attacks from the other side of the mountains. So from other side of the mountains we have some countries like China and all this. So these Himalayas have prevented unfriendly arrivals and attacks from the outer side of the mountains. Okay, it forms means Himalayas forms a natural boundary between India and neighbors like China. So this is a natural boundary. This is a natural border like between India and our neighbor country China. It protects our country from the cold winds of the north. From the north we will get cold winds. So these Himalayas protect our country from the cold winds of the north. It protects our country from the cold winds of the north. It prevents the rain bearing winds from leaving the country, resulting in heavy rainfall in India. So these Himalayas prevents the rain bearing winds that are, see here, it prevents the rain bearing winds from leaving the country. So these Himalayas prevents the rain bearing winds to leave the country. So in order to at final the result in heavy rainfall in India. Okay, the melting snow of the Himalayas gives rise to some of the major rivers like the Ganga and the Yamuna. So there is some snow which there are some snow places on the Himalayas, so that snow will get melted. So the melting snow of the Himalayas gives rise to some of the major rivers. So these melted snow will come to the major rivers like Ganga and the Yamuna. I will show you the picture. See, these melted snow will come to these rivers, Ganga and the Yamuna rivers. These rivers are perennial rivers because they have water throughout the year. As the snow gets melted and it gives rise to the rivers Ganga and the Yamuna. These rivers are perennial rivers because they have water throughout the year. So throughout the year, these Ganga and the Yamuna rivers will not get dry. Okay, they are filled with full of water. Many valuable products like timber, resin and medicines are obtained from the forest in this mountain region. In this Himalayan mountain region, there is a huge forest and many valuable products like timber, see here, resins and medicines. Many valuable products like timber, resins and medicines are obtained from the forest in this mountain range. Okay, it also sustains a very rich variety of plants and animals which is not seen in other parts of the world. So in this Himalayan range, it also sustains a very rich variety of plants and animals which is not seen in other parts of the world. We cannot see these variety of plants and animals which are present in this mountain range. I will show you. See, these are the variety of plants and animals present in the Himalayan range. The forests of the Himalayas are home to many animals such as yaks, goats, snow leopards, musk deer and wild sheep. The forests of the Himalayas are home to many animals such as yaks. See, these are yaks, such as yaks, see, this is the musk deer, right? See, goats, musk deers, goats. See, this is the snow leopard, and wild deers. We can see them, wild deers. So, it also sustains a very rich variety of plants and animals which is not seen in other parts of the world. The forest of the Himalayas are home to many animals such as yaks, we have seen that, goats, snow leopards, musk deers and wild sheep. Life in the Himalayas. Next come to life in the Himalayas. Life is somewhat difficult in the mountains. So life is somehow difficult to survive in the mountains. Many places still do not have proper roads and connectivity to the outside world. So there are so many places in the mountains. They do not have proper roads. They do not have any connectivity between other places from their place. So sheep rearing is practiced by the people in this region. Sheep rearing is practiced by most of the people in this. Fruits and a few crops are grown as a means of livelihood. So some fruits and few crops will grow in this mountain region. Many people are part of the cottage industry, wood carving. See, this is wood carving. Okay, See here, this is the weaving of carpets. She is weaving the carpets here. So making woolen clothes like this, see, they have made wooden clothes. So many people are part of the cottage industries like wood carving, weaving of carpets, making woolen clothes, etc. Fruits like apple, orange, peach, and plum are grown and sold. So, fruits like, see, apple, plum, orange, peach, all these were grown and sold here in the mountain places. During winters, people have to adjust to the harsh weather conditions. So during winters there will be a harsh weather conditions in the mountain places. So people have to adjust for these harsh weather conditions. Some of the Indian regions situated in the Himalayas are Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Sikkim, and Arunachal Pradesh. So, some of the regions situated around the Himalayas are Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Sikkim, and Arunachal Pradesh. Children, once go through the today's class. We will continue the remaining part in our next class. Bye, children.